think that's going to give me about what I want. I'm going to grab a cloth and just wipe off right here. There's our ink. And now we are going to peel this off. We want to peel it off very slowly. Now our beautiful circle in the middle of our cardstock. And you want to go slow because you don't want to rip your cardstock underneath. And I did use the thick basic white. Now we have our circle. We want to go in now with our ink. And I am going to see which one do we want to do. Let's try the church. That'd be pretty right there in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my black ink. And I think for this, I'm going to use the VersaFine since I am just stamping this in black and I really want it to pop. So I'm going to grab a stamp block that will accommodate my little church, like so. And I'm going to turn that over because I'm going to take the ink pad to my stamp. And now I'm just going to center this right into the middle. And give it a good stamp. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. So while we have that black ink out, I also want to put Merry Christmas right at the bottom. So I'm going to use this Merry Christmas. I love it. It's kind of understated, but I think that the church on the card is really our focal point. So we are going to grab a stamp block and go ahead and ink that up. And then come in right about here. Give that a good stamp. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to take a ruler and I want to draw a line right here at the top. And I'm using this little T ruler to really help me get a nice straight line. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Right, my black Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to use the fine tip part of it. And we are going to draw a line, just like that, just to give that the illusion of an ornament. Now let's cover up our ink pads. And now let's cut our card base. This needs to be cut down to 5.5. And so this is going to be 8.5 by 5.5. We are going to score it at 4.25. So I'm using my Simply Scored scoring tool. So at 4 1/4, we are going to get that a nice score. And then fold our card in half. And then go ahead and burnish this down using your bone folder. You want it to lay nice and flat, just like that. And now we can put this onto our card front, just like that. And we will need something to make a little ribbon at the top. So I am looking, I think I want this to be something kind of rustic. So I think I'm just going to go with my lemon thread. And I'm going to make a really nice little loopy bow. I'm going to tie this around like so. Once I get that knot, I'm going to rock it back and forth. And then we're going to separate these loops so it does give us that effect of a nice, very pretty loopy bow. Isn't that gorgeous? And once we get our tails going down in the right direction, then, oops, what did I do? I pulled it apart somehow. Let's try that again. There we go. Got it that time. All right, there's our little loopy bow. And again, we're going to separate the loops a little bit so it looks really nice and full. And I'm going to cut my tails so that they're not quite so long, like that. And then we're going to bring that up and put it right at the top of where that line came down. So it will look like that's the hanger for the ornament. I'm going to grab a glue dot. There's glue dots. This is my favorite way to secure a bow. And I'm just going to take, you can take your pick tool, anything that you have that you can roll that up on. And we are going to put it right here at the base of the line and then stick our little bow into it. Now, if you're in a hurry for a really cute Christmas card that comes together really fast, this will be one that you can actually turn to if you are in a pinch for a quick Christmas card. And sometimes we need those ones that are just very quick to make. Now, no, I can't find my little pen. So we're going to try opening that up with this. If that don't work, we'll use some Stampin' Seal. Nope, that's not coming out. I need to open my hole and I don't see my little pen, I must have laid it somewhere and now I don't know where it's at, but we will find it. All right, Stampin' Seal to the rescue. So I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal down the side, across here. Something like that. And then we are going to just center this up on the front of our card base. A very simple, minimalistic type card that is absolutely stunning. And all we have to do now is put a mat on the inside. So I'm going to grab that scrap that was left over from the white, and we'll cut a mat. And we need that to be the same size. So we're going to go 4. Let's go 4. 5 1/4. And now we can put this in and stamp a sentiment. And I think I'm going to use the one that says, "May all your days be full of cheer." I love that. And the font kind of matches what we have on the outside. So we are going to put this down right about there. Always when I put my sentiments on, I like to keep them up to the top a little bit. That way, if you need to write below it, you have room to do so without going off of the page with your writing. So I think that's always important. And I think for the inside, I'm going to stamp it in the boho blue to kind of carry that color throughout the card. So may all your days be full of cheer. Okay, so let's stamp this right about here. Give that a good press. Love that boho blue. I think it's such a beautiful shade of blue. And all we have to do now is bring a little bit of Stampin' Seal in the back of this. This is the Stampin' Seal Plus. It's very strong, so it only takes a little bit. So now we're going to put this into our card. Just like that. So when I come back, I'll show you the other ones that I made, but this is one that we put together in just a very few minutes, and I'll show you the rest of them. We'll be right back. Let me gather everything together, and I'll show you what we have. So when I designed this one, I knew that I wanted to use the other 2 stamp sets that I showed you, the Reindeer Fun and the Winterly Treetops. And so I did, and for the one with the deer, I made this one, and the one with the birds, I made this one. Now, like I said, this is not my original design. I did see this on Pinterest, and I just changed it up with some other images in it, and I thought it turned out so pretty. But this is an easy way to make a very quick but very beautiful Christmas card. The simplicity, I did use a little different here. I did put some gems on this one. I haven't decorated these yet, but you can decorate them up ever how you want to. I didn't put a mat inside, and I haven't stamped inside, but I just wanted you to see basically the 3 ideas, and you can just run wild with this design and make your own. The only thing that you need is masking paper or a pack of sticky notes that are big enough to cut out your circle and then be able to put it down and have room to do your color blending around it. So I think they're all 3 beautiful in their own right. I love the church. I think it's so pretty. But I also love the one in the cherry cobbler and the shaded spruce as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that this will inspire you to perhaps pull out some of your Christmas stamps and maybe try a design like this. If you do, I'd love to see it over on our Facebook group. So if you make a card like this or any cards that you make, share them with our group over on our Facebook page. There's a link below if you'd like to go over and join that. Also, I have a poll going on right now because I am thinking of starting a cooking channel. So I've been getting some input as to how you think, and if it's something that you would enjoy. I'll still do this, but I'll do this over on the side and invite you into my kitchen for some fun and tasty recipes. So with all that being said, I want to thank you once again. If you want to purchase any of the products that you saw me use in today's tutorial, you can find the link below this. Also, check out my blog because on my blog, everything is there. So if you click the blog, it'll take you over. You'll have pictures of the cards. You'll have a link for the PDF tutorial. You will have a link that will take you back to the Facebook page. And there's also a link there that will take you to the Stampin' Up! Storefront where you can shop with me. God bless and keep you. And as I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say bring honor and glory to our Savior Jesus. He is worthy. And share the love of Christ with someone today. Let his love shine in your heart and out to others so that they can see him in you. God bless and keep you. And until next time, bye-bye.